back to the daily grind. Thanks for checking out the channel. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back pickle biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
Cris Cyborg just dominated Holm in a great main event of UFC 219. Who would have expected, after all of the setbacks of UFC 219, after losing Dominic Cruz, losing Jimmy Rivera, losing John Lineker, losing Kamaru Usman versus Emil Meg, UFC 219, losing Conor McGregor essentially versus Tony Ferguson, UFC 219 took some hits. So I don't know how the pay-per-view numbers are going to do, and I really don't care because it was a freaking great night of fights as far as I'm concerned. Cris Cyborg versus Holm, the main event just ended. Holm, if you're talking about a heart scale or a heart meter, Holm probably has the most heart out of any chick I've seen fight in the UFC. This reminded me of like a fight, you know, like, and I'm not calling Cris Cyborg a bully, but it was like, you know, somebody fighting back against a bully in the way of Holm. Even though she was losing the fight and getting her shit cracked, she was in there, like in the 5th round still, coming forward. And it was crazy because from the 1st to the 5th round, I mean, Holm had her moments, and she actually made Cris Cyborg bleed, which you don't hear that very often. She busted Cris Cyborg's nose in the 1st round. So, and then in the 5th round, Holm landed some more big shots that was like, yo, you know, it's not going to be enough to win the fight, but she's sticking in there. And we saw Holm's heart in her fight versus Miesha Tate. When she was winning the fight, Miesha Tate got her back in the 5th round and submitted her, but Holm didn't tap. She went to sleep. And that's the same night that Conor McGregor fought Nate Diaz, that he lost to Nate Diaz. So it was just, you know, Holm showed her heart that night. She showed her heart when she signed the contract to fight Cris Cyborg. She stepped in the octagon and she fought back the entire night. She didn't give up. A lot of people would give up versus Cris Cyborg. She never got finished. She got caught multiple times. She got hit with head kicks. She got hit with big rights. She got hit with jabs. She got hit with superwoman punches. She got hit with superwoman elbows. I mean, or was that Holly that threw that? Either way, Cris Cyborg was dominating the fight, but Holm, all the way till the 5th round, was throwing combos back. And this is how good, you know, Holm be like, ah, but then every time be like, boom, boom, like, ah, boom, boom, ah, boom. Like, Cris Cyborg was answering the shot with heavy shots. Holm took some damage in the fight, but her stock probably still raised, because not many people sign up to fight Cris Cyborg. Now, with that being said, what's next for Cris Cyborg? Now, one thing I wanted to say in this video is I hope Amanda Nunes is keeping that same energy. Remember before this fight, talking about maybe what fighting the winner of this fight, and we were saying, I hope, you know, you're not just talking about Holly. If Cyborg wins, do you still want the winner, or do you just kind of mean if Holly wins, you want to fight Holly? So I hope she keeps that same energy. Maybe we'll see a champion versus champion, Amanda Nunes versus Cyborg. Before, they haven't wanted to fight, but they've kind of changed that tune lately. So, but another person Cris Cyborg did mention in her Octagon interview was Megan Anderson. We know she's a 145-pounder that was supposed to fight Cyborg in the past. I think she had visa issues or something along the line. She wasn't able to, but she's a legit 145-pounder that's coming over from Invicta. And speaking of Invicta, just off the top of my head, there's like, I seen like there's a undefeated 145-pound chick coming up Invicta. I don't know her name off the top of my head. I just seen like James Lynch did an interview with her. James Lynch does interviews with a lot of people before you know him, and I just seen that title and I was like, undefeated 145, or maybe she's coming for Cyborg. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, is it going to be Amanda Nunes? Is it going to be Megan Anderson? Either way, who knows? Khabib won in the co-main event versus Edge, and that was an entertaining performance. Even if you're not a fan of grappling, you had to be a fan of that fight. That was a fun fight. We had Neil Magny upsetting Carlos Condit on this card. We had Carla Esparza upsetting Cynthia Calvillo. We had also Dan Hooker submitting Mark Diakase in the 3rd round on this pay-per-view. So, great night of fights. Let me know. I was thinking about going live for like the post-fight press conference, just doing a reaction, like not actually showing it, but just going live and we can all talk about the fights there. So let me know if you guys want me to do that. Either way, I'm going to be doing a New Year's stream tomorrow on the channel, so come through, chill. Either one, New Year's stream tomorrow. I might be doing a post-fight recap, post-show recap show right after this, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for checking out this video. It is what it is, and if you're one of those people like, show the clips, yeah, you can't show clips of a pay-per-view on your YouTube, you jackass. With that being said, it is what it is. Let the full-time family know what the freak you time at in the comments. I'm out.
Da da
Da da da da. It's the motherfucking D-O double G.